Welcome, everybody, back to the Metal Command podcast. Tony here with you. And of course, today's guest, his last solo album was in the top albums of the year list for this program. He also sang in Accept for one album. And of course, is a brand new, really awesome comeback album for Bangalore Choir, the band that, in my opinion, I think fits his voice and his vocal style the best. David Reece, it's great to have you here. This record, I'm just going to say flat out right now, is pretty awesome.
Thank you, Tony. Good to see you again. And I agree. I concur completely. I'm really proud of it, and I'm really happy so far with the reviews and all the media that I'm garnishing from this record. It's been a roller coaster, bro.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've talked about, I think when the first single came out, Bullet Train, the thing was, I've always thought that with this actual band, for me, was my favorite band or project that you've ever been a part of. I think your voice and your vocal style suits this music, better than I think anything you've ever done. And I remember the last studio album in 2021. I ended up buying that like 4-album box set back then, and I really liked everything on it. I mean, it really wasn't anything that was I consider filler, and so I get to this new album, Rapid Fire Succession Part 2, and you have 16 songs on here that, this album varies quite a lot, but for those that haven't heard this, it reminds me of a mix of hard rock, heavy metal, a little bit of AOR mixed in, and I think that suits your vocal style the best, in my opinion.
Well, thank you. That's exactly what I was intending to do. The last time I think we spoke, it was Baptized by Fire, solo record.
Yeah.
And last year was my first time, believe it or not, playing in France. I've played all over Europe and other places, but I mean, I've looked across the road from other countries and seen France. Why aren't we playing, blah, blah, blah. And so as a solo artist, I had been booked in France, went over there, and my set consists of, 4 or 5 on target, a couple of heat songs, a couple of classic covers. But I'm amazed at how Bangalore Choir on target, everyone knows it. You see their mouths moving, they're singing along. And I'm not struggling as a solo artist, but I'm not climbing past that level. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I get in the car and I'm driving home back to Italy, and I'm thinking about brands and everything. And I had heard Mike Tramp and the song of White Lion. I know what's happening with the business mantra. Branding is what it's all about. The identification behind you, the license plate, so to speak.
Yeah.
The name. David Reece, everybody knows me from my past, what I did, with Accept and all that. That kicked the door open. But Bangalore Choir was my baby when I was fired from Accept. I got that record signed. Then, of course, the tidal wave changed. But I called the booking agency and I said, listen, I'm going to regroup. I want to go out as Bangalore Choir, but I'm going to focus on try to return to form as the first record.
Yeah.
And when I said that, everybody went, wow, awesome, much easier. Branding, you're right. Because they like me, the venues and the promoters, they know who I am, but they'll put me on a matinee slot, blah, blah, blah. And, that means, 2-ish, 3-ish, 4-ish, that kind of time stuff. But never, unless I'm clubbing it, headlining slot. So by doing so, then the next challenge came. And the reason I decided that was I love heavy stuff. But as you said, I'm a blues rock singer, tried and true. I mean, started with country music. We talked about that when I was a kid. And my influences were George Jones, Conway Twitty as a boy in Oklahoma. That's all I heard all day on the phonograph. So as I evolved as a singer, my heroes were John Fogerty and Paul Rogers and Ian Gillan and all of that. That's what I was. And When I said that, everybody said, when you sing those songs from Bangalore Choir, we really feel David Reece. So I was like, you know what? I felt it too. So we can delve into the journey of putting this record together or whatever you want to continue on with. That was my reasoning.
Right. Hey, it's Tony here from the Metal Command Show. I want to thank you for watching this portion of the program. Since 1998, I have hosted the show, which started off as a radio program and is now into the podcast format. So I want to thank you for watching and or listening. And if you want to support the program, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell to be notified anytime I do post any content. A lot of you have been supporting the show and really, really helping this show grow, and I cannot do it without all of you. So with that said, thanks for watching. Stay metal.